I've told you how members of both sides of the aisle in Congress are criticizing the administration's withdrawal. Tonight, Wisconsin Congressman Mike Gallagher served 7 years as an intelligence officer with the Marines and is with us now from his home state of Wisconsin. Sir, we appreciate it. Difficult day, I'm assuming, for sure. Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Yeah, this is a dark day for the Marine Corps. 11 Marines dead and a sailor dead, and you can't help but think they didn't have to die, that this was an avoidable tragedy, a foreseeable tragedy, and the fact that we found ourselves in this position where we were entirely dependent upon the Taliban for our withdrawal plan, and we boxed ourselves into the single airfield in Kabul, surrounded by a city of 5 million people. It really raises a lot of questions about the basic logic behind this operational plan, the lack of leadership we've seen from the White House, and I fear that given the president's insistence, despite bipartisan pushback, on sticking to that arbitrary August 31st withdrawal date, we know we're going to be leaving hundreds, if not thousands, of Americans behind, and that creates a variety of problems. Think about the potential for American hostages to be taken by the Taliban or by Al-Qaeda or by ISIS-K. The situation is very troubling, and your heart just goes out to the families of these fallen Marines and all the others who are wounded right now. That body count may get higher as we get more information.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've heard that. Evidently, 18 were flown out on C-17s with surgical units and ICU units on board, and those can be difficult hours in terms of the first 24 hours after a bombing like this. I'm getting back to where we were at. It feels like you're saying that given the withdrawal deadline that the Biden administration put on the military and the constraints put on the military, that an attack like this was inevitable.
Well, it seems like that's what McKenzie said earlier in the brief. I was astounded when he said something to the effect of, well, we were expecting something like this to happen. I don't think it was inevitable that this is the plan that we needed to execute. I understand that those of us who are advocating for a leave-behind presence, a small presence in Afghanistan, arguing for maintaining control of Bagram Air Base. I know we lost that argument, but I think even those who won the argument and were advocating for a complete withdrawal of U.S. forces are dismayed at the incompetence with which it was executed. And I think anytime you create a situation in which our forces are so narrowly concentrated and there's really a single point of exit, you're opening up a huge attack surface for terrorists. And I think the administration is putting all their eggs in the basket of the Taliban has given us this assurance, or the Taliban, we have mutual interest in getting our people out of there. I think that's a very flawed analysis. One, it sort of assumes that the Taliban is a monolithic entity, and it also assumes that they're going to be able to provide security when we know that this attack was attributed to ISIS Khorasan, and there are other groups that want nothing more than to humiliate us and to inflict as much pain as possible on us as we get out of Afghanistan.
Yeah, and perhaps also the Taliban doesn't mind having something bad happen because it sort of tells us what might happen after August 31st if we stay. This was part of the president's speech today. Take a listen. We'll get your reaction on the other side.
We will not be deterred by terrorists. We will respond with force and precision at our time, at the place we choose, in the moment of our choosing.
30 seconds. Does ISIS, A, believe them? B, do they care?
I think the problem with that is the president is basing his entire counterterrorism strategy going forward on so-called over-the-horizon capability. But if you can't do effective counterterrorism 50 or 100 feet in front of you from a fixed position in Afghanistan, how are you going to do over-the-horizon counterterrorism operations, particularly if we don't have a presence on the ground to collect intel that would produce targeting for counterterrorism operations? So I think that's a lot of naive and fanciful thinking on the part of our president, and this is just the beginning of a much bigger and dangerous disaster that is still going to be unfolding for a while.
And important to know, 6,000 of your fellow Marines are still downrange, as they say, at the airport. I know you'll be thinking about them this week. Congressman, thanks so much for taking the time tonight.
Thank you.
All right.